Initiating startup sequence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are now plugged in.
Hey guys, and thank you for tuning in. This is episode 202 of the Plug and Play podcast.
It's half of 404.
Half of 404. That's another.
This page has been found.
This page has been found. First half, Tasty Treats is brought to us by Burnside Brewing. It's the Sweet Heat Fruit Spice Beer, 4.9 ABV, 9 IBU. Burnside Brewing Company out of Portland, Oregon. Wheat ale with apricot puree and imported Jamaican Scotch bonnet peppers. Subtle tartness from the fruit with a slight spiciness in the finish.
Sweet heat, baby.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm not really getting the heat.
It's in the roof of your mouth.
No.
Yeah. It's not a lot of it. It's not as...
It's very sweet, though.
It's not aggressively...
It's not like the...
Well, there's 900 pounds of apricots in the batch of the beer.
It's definitely not like the...
No, I can taste it in the back of the roof of my mouth. Take another sip. You don't have to swish it. Just drink it like a normal human. It's not a lot. Like I would
swish it. It gets way hotter. Wait, dude. Seriously, swish it. Hold on.
Hold on. I'm not gonna have a beer for this.
Yeah, you're not really, but that's okay. Just swish a little bit. There you go. Does get hotter, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you agree it's there though.
Weird. Yeah. No, I agree it's there after you swish it. You gotta swish it to get the heat.
That's almost to my throat now. It's definitely in the back of my mouth where it hits me.
Yeah.
Not in the front.
Hit my cheeks really hard.
Mm-hmm. That's what she said.
I mean, kinda.
It's been another week, Zach.
It has been.
We've done things.
We've done a lot of things, so I think you need to start us off because, once again, even though I went on fucking vacation, you have a shitload more than I do.
That's how I roll. I mean,
some of us also work
when
like
the
9
sweet
to
icy
7
grip,
hours a week.
when the sweet icy grip of death is like coming closer for you, you realize that life is short. You've got to grab it by the balls and ride it hard.
That is the reason why you are my Quippy Challenge photo.
Yeah, you're a dick. There was a Quippy challenge about take a picture of the oldest thing near you, and you took a picture of me because Zach's a dick.
Yep.
All right, so these violent.
And by the way, you're the only one who's liked it, so I'm not sure what that says about you.
Because there's not a hate option.
That's true, and there's only 6 of us that have entered, so
That's true.
And nobody else has voted besides me. And if you voted on 2 other people's, did you? Did you vote on anybody else besides me?
No.
Oh, well, 1 other person has voted besides me.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
all right, what have you been up to this week, Tim?
So we went to on Saturday night. You know, some people go to like clubs. Some people go out doing movies, something. I took my family to a cemetery.
I mean, that's what I enjoy.
So the Lone Fir Cemetery in Portland has a lot of fascinating history. Like, it's worth a podcast episode or 2 of its own.
Well, let's go there and record a podcast.
Will
they let us bring beer?
No, but people do all the time.
Okay, well, let's bring beer. We got a task cam.
It was funny.
Let's go. Let's do a live cemetery podcast recording.
That'd be fun. It's a beautiful cemetery. It's a large, long estate. Like, there's a lot of stories about it.
They have groundskeepers?
Yeah. On Halloween, they have all sorts of special events. It's really, really cool.
Wait, I want to be buried. There's people coming around my grave and shit?
I don't know if there's still... I mean, I'm sure there's plots that are bought for, but I don't know if they're, like, accepting new applicants, as it were. I really don't know.
I don't really need I don't need their fucking permission. I just need somebody to go dig me a hole and drop my ass in there.
Well, they sort of did that in the early part of the century when it came to Chinese migrant workers, but that's a story for another day.
I mean, I'm okay cuddling up next to a Chinese immigrant worker.
There was actually a large insane...
Or migrant, sorry.
A large insane asylum that buried a lot of people there, too, just kind of in mass unmarked graves.
I mean, maybe we'll have something in common.
So, like...
Like, you literally could hit a bone just by digging.
Yeah, in an unmarked area. They have done that, actually. They sold a plot to Portland Public Works, and just like to park their...
For what?
Just to park their trucks. But it turns out that it wasn't unused ground. There was quite a few bodies there still. In unmarked mass
Wait,
graves.
how the fuck did they figure that out?
Because they were challenged and they did exploratory digging, and sure enough, there was bones.
Wow.
Lots of bones. It's a creepy place. It's a
How
cool
do you buy
place.
bones?
What?
Nothing.
I mean, there's ways. There's medical. Anyway, we're getting way off topic. We went to the cemetery because there's this company that does like performances in the park, and they chose this venue, and it was actually really appropriate. They did a play of Romeo and Juliet, and the last scene is actually in a cemetery, so it works out pretty cool, especially since they started at 7 p.m. and when they got to the cemetery scenes, it was like 9, so they only had stage lights and it was dark, and like
that's cool as shit. Now we're both kids with you?
Yeah. We packed a picnic lunch. We got there at 6 o'clock, an hour early. We were front row. Like at several points, actors were literally right next to us saying their lines. Like when Romeo does his famous, like gets up the nerve to talk to Juliet when she's up in her balcony, he was down below right next to us doing his little monologue while
awesome.
While he was staring at her. And there was some cool fights right in front of us. Mercutio, the actor that played him, although in the play was her, was really good, and there was the stage fights were right in front of us, so that was cool. It was a lot of fun.
How many people show up to something like this?
I have pictures so you could guess, but I would say like, I don't know.
Like 100?
Yeah, 80 to 100 maybe. Good sized crowd. They picked a part of the cemetery that had like a, I don't know if it was an individual grave or a monument of some sort, and they kind of constructed a stage around it with a couple tents, and it was really cool. At one point, they had like a masked ball, and like there's people like it was cool.
Did you guys get a mask?
Some people in the front row did.
That's cool as shit.
We didn't.
You have to pay for these tickets?
No.
You just show up?
Yep.
Are these just homeless people doing the show?
No, these are professional actors. Like,
then why the fuck are they doing it for free?
Well,
Donations?
There is an option to donate.
Okay.
And at the end, I threw in $20 for a family, and the people at the tent were like, "Do you want a shirt?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, you donated $20, right? Our shirts are $20." I'm like, "I mean, if you want to give me a shirt, sure." So now I've got a cool red shirt with some skulls on the back that says,
"That's awesome."
The quote that I started this with: "These violent delights have violent ends." So yeah, that was awesome.
That's what I used to tell people in high school.
Yeah. I was a nerd in high school. I totally would have done that. So do you have the music ready?
Oh. Wait.
After that, my son went to camp, but
Okay.
I still had my daughter with me. So this week we did have an Adventure Time Tuesday.
Adventure time, come on, grab your friends, we'll go to very distant lands with Jake the dog and Finn the human. The fun will never end, it's adventure time. 1, 2, 3, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So we started by going to Old Town Pizza and Brewery. And we've gone there before, and we kind of did the same thing before, but it's just so cool. We got there right at open, so we had no problem getting the table we wanted, which was the table that's inside an old
death table.
An old elevator shaft.
BDSM.
No, actually murder. That's different than BDSM.
I mean,
No,
it
it's
depends
different.
on if you're doing it right or wrong.
BDSM is consensual. It's not.
I mean, maybe it's consensual murder, Tim.
We're not getting into that. So back in the 1880s, this was a hotel, not a pizza parlor, because I don't even know if they had pizza back then, honestly.
How long ago?
1880. Pizza's a relatively recent invention in America, because like pizza in Italy is totally different than what
I know.
like American pizza. Anyway, this is back in like Shanghai Tunnel era. Like Portland was like
What year?
roughly 1880.
1889. June 11th.
Okay, this is sort of relevant. So, anyway, there was this woman who was a prostitute, and some missionaries wanted to bust up the whole like human slave trafficking prostitution thing, and she provided some information. She was basically a snitch.
Snitches get stitches.
Well, she got pushed down that elevator shaft and died, or either that, or she was murdered before and then pushed down the elevator shaft. Anyway, they found her body at the bottom of this elevator shaft, which is now a table in a pizza parlor. So
Did they leave her body there?
no, of course they buried her.
God
Like,
damn it.
so people sometimes say they see a woman in a black dress, like watching them,
I
or they
need to hire somebody in a black dress and just to sit there and just like watch people in the elevator.
or yeah, that'd be kind of fun. It's not an elevator anymore; it's just like a shaft.
You don't sit. It doesn't look like an elevator when you're sitting inside of it. That's fucking gay.
Well, do you know what a shaft looks like?
No, I know what a shaft looks like, But did they like put like normal wood flooring in
There's
it?
bricks. There's exposed bricks.
Okay.
There's sort of a picture. You don't see the shaft as much, but you can see the table on our Instagram page. If you want to check it
I
out.
think this is the episode we've said shaft the most in. I'm just saying.
Let's get shafted. So we were sitting there eating our pizza, and we decided to make a small recording just to see if like she would answer us. So we would talk and we'd pause. So if you are like some kind of crazy audiophile with like really expensive equipment, you can like check out the next 30 seconds and see if you hear her reply. But we didn't, honestly. So here it is. Go ahead.
Okay.
Why do you stay here, Nana?
I mean, there was a clip.
Are you trapped here?
When you were alive, did you even get a chance to eat pizza?
Do you want my pizza?
My daughter.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yes. So we did that. Then we went to... we're in the part of Old Town that has a lot of cool places to visit. We visited Floating World Comics, which has a ton of independent, I mean really independent, and comics and zines. We kind of flipped through those, but we didn't buy anything. We went to Ground Control and just played a couple games. I showed my daughter Ladybug that I talked about previously.
You got the high score on that? Is it still the high score?
No, they reset it every day.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
That's so fucking gay.
Whatever. She
What
got
type of fucking arcade resets the goddamn high scores every fucking day?
That's well, when you turn off the power, I think that's what happens. Like I think that's
yeah. Old school arcades never shut off the fucking power, you fucking posers.
whatever.
I'm gonna fucking write them an angry ass tweet.
She got through 3 levels, so that was pretty cool.
Good job, you fucking posers.
Whatever. Chill out. Okay, so we also went to NOLA Donuts, which is like New Orleans, and we had our first cronut.
Is it supposed to say New Orleans cronut?
See, NOLA, like it's NOLA, like
Okay.
that's an abbreviation.
Okay.
So a cronut is like a donut made with croissant.
Cronut?
Yeah, croissant batter. It's yummy. I had a chocolate peanut butter. She had a lemon poppy seed.
Okay.
They were cool. Then we went to Powell's, and
Wait. Is that the smoking one that you showed me?
No,
Oh.
Powell's?
No, the cronut.
No,
Oh, okay, never mind. You're
no,
not
it's a donut.
You haven't got to that yet then.
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Do your donuts usually smoke?
I mean, depends.
Okay, so we went to Powell's and we brought.
Explain what Powell's is, because some people don't live in the U.S.
If you are not blessed to live in the Pacific Northwest, you do not have a used bookstore that is literally an entire city block.
Or literally legendary.
It's legendary.
I mean, there's probably some back in like England somewhere that are like super old and like legendary.
I don't think this big though. There's literally multi-levels. There's every section of book imaginable. Like you pick a topic, there's
like literally think of like an apartment building just with every room filled with books.
It's amazing. So we had.
I mean, I don't even like books, and I'll admit it's amazing.
It's pretty amazing. They have a pillar in the sci-fi section that's signed by a bunch of Hugo winners, which is epic.
Question:
What?
They have an adult section?
Yes.
Do they really?
Oh yeah. What type of adult fiction or erotica do you want to discuss? Or...
Weird. I just really didn't think that Powell's would have that.
Oh yes. You name it, they've probably got it. Some stuff is in locked cases.
Like the expensive old shit or expensive new shit or X-rated?
Yes. There's a manga section that's locked up, for example. Q, get out of that. Quick, try to pick that lock.
Q, stop playing with the lock.
So, we brought a bunch of books because you can trade in your books for credit and get, brand new shiny books. And we had 2 really big, like, plastic boxes, the kind that you would store, like, in your garage. And my daughter came up with this crazy contraption, which was a skateboard and then, like, a dog leash, like, pulling the skateboard. And we had, like, we parked about, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks away. It's really hard to park right next to it. It's in the Pearl District, which is a pretty affluent area. You can't just find parking right next to this bookstore, unless you're really lucky. Anyway, we pulled this crazy contraption through 4 blocks, and it worked pretty well, except, like, if you had to turn it all, it didn't really work out. All right. I just realized I'm kind of going on. I'm going to stop.
No, dude, it's fine. It's way more interesting than...
So we we got to the bookseller. When I got to the actual store, I had to pick up the boxes. They were freaking heavy. But like I said, there's
So,
multi-stories.
Are these just like books that you guys just had at your house?
Yeah, we have literally hundreds.
No,
of
I know
books.
you guys do.
We have
but
bookshelves in 1, 2, 3.
you got. What would you call that downstairs room?
The library.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we
I was
call
gonna say. Literally, it's a fucking library. It's just bookshelves.
It's 2 couches and 2 giant bookshelves, and a piano. That's it.
Is it only 2 bookshelves? They're really wide.
They're very wide.
Yeah.
There's a fireplace in the middle.
Yep.
It's literally.
It literally looks like a fancy person's like I don't even know, like study almost.
And then off from that, I have an entire smaller bookcase. Has my Lone Wolf and Cub.
You talking about the
collection.
one upstairs?
No, downstairs.
Where's that one?
That's by the coffee table nook. And that's just.
Oh yeah, okay.
Those are cool books. Those
Yeah,
Lone
you're
Wolf-
talking about like the almost like armoire sort of setup thingy.
It's across from that.
Okay.
And then I have upstairs in my den another bookcase. My daughter has a giant bookcase, and then we have a couple tiny bookshelves in our bedroom. So we go through.
You guys have a lot of books.
A lot of books. I even tried to go with Kindle just for physical storage, but it was no problem to scrape together 2 boxes of books. And they took about half of what we brought, and we just told them to get rid of the rest. I think they donated or something. We got like $75 of credit, plus we had gift cards. My daughter spent $104 on books. I spent $25, I think, but I got some books to read, so that was cool. Then we went and saw the first Purge.
Haven't seen any of those.
So we watched the original Purge the night before.
I've seen like the face of like.
It's like an experiment where they do the first Purge on Staten Island, and people weren't killing each other fast enough, so they sent in mercenaries to start slaughtering.
Really?
To start slaughtering people that were hiding out in churches and stuff. Gets really messed up.
I thought the point was to see who could survive.
No, the point is
To eradicate everybody?
yes, because there's too many people, unemployment's too high, and government doesn't have enough money for services. So you make it legal for everybody to kill each other for one day out of the year, and that makes it so your money for services goes further. It's very, very cynical and all too possible. So we enjoyed that. We went home, had dinner with my wife real quick, and then we went to the mall, and I tried something that I'd seen a couple times. It's called, I think the particular vendor is called Dragon's Breath.
Huh.
It's basically you...
What mall?
The Vancouver Mall.
Oh.
It's by the... in front of Cinetopia by the Kids Player, which is a little kiosk.
Yeah.
You walk up, you pay your $5, whatever. You get 2 dipping sauces. We got blueberry and caramel. And then you get these balls, which are just exactly the same as like Crunch Berry balls.
It's like tiny.
No, they're big. They're like gumball size, but they're very porous. Like
Yeah.
And that's important because that's where the liquid nitrogen goes.
Nice.
So he pours liquid nitrogen into a pitcher with all these balls in them, and then shakes it around, moves it back and forth, just to get all the vapor inside those porous things.
Okay.
And then he pours, after he shakes it around for a while, like I don't know, a minute or so, pours it into like a clear plastic cup, and you get little wooden skewers. You skewer the balls and you dip them in the sauce. You put them in your mouth, and when you pop the balls,
When you pop balls in your mouth, then?
you pop balls in your mouth.
Okay.
You blow smoke out. Yeah, it's fun.
I didn't know that's what happened.
Yeah, it's fun. My daughter and I enjoyed that. That was our Adventure Time Tuesday, and I've been talking way too long.
Jesus.
What have you been up to?
Well, we went on a family beach vacation to sunny Seaside, Oregon.
It was sunny.
It was very sunny.
It was a hot week this week.
It was really weird. It was very, I don't want to say overcast. I want to say, no, foggy. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, like the Seaside, Oregon, like the mountain range around it was like all fog. Yeah, I got a lot of sediment.
I mean, there is 900 pounds of apricot. There's a bunch of sediment in the bottom of our glasses.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird. So we spent the very first day, we like walked around. We didn't get there till like 2-ish, something like that. Or maybe noon. No, like probably around 2. And so we like walked around, stuff, did some of the shops. If you don't know, Seaside, Oregon basically is like the tourist beach in Oregon.
Well, it's that or Cannon Beach.
I would have to say Seaside was established first, so.
Sure, but Cannon Beach has
Cannon Beach has definitely popped up.
pretty big draw.
It's a pretty big draw, but it's also only like 5.5 to 10 miles away.
It's true.
So, I would almost claim that they're the same thing. One's family oriented, Cannon Beach is not. They're more adult oriented.
Mm-hmm.
So Seaside has like a strip. It's literally like, I don't know, like 4 city blocks.
Sounds about right.
That just straight was just lined with every type of touristy shop in the world, restaurants. And so we walked down the strip. We actually got a suite. I should back up and say that we got a suite while we were up there. So it's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and 2 balconies.
Cool.
And it was kind of depressing because when we got there, it was super fucking expensive, right? So, okay. When we got there, room's really nice. Everything's like beautiful. Balconies could have a little bit of work. That place was bigger than mine and my wife's very first apartment. And let me just tell you, we paid 2 months worth of rent just to rent it for 2 nights.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's the way the world works.
Yep. So we got there, we did that. The room was really cool, and we walked around. We went out to dinner. My wife had she's like, "Oh, I love this fish place." I was like, "Never been to a fish place with you here before." So we've been to a brewery, and we've been to Italian places and other types of food, pizza and stuff like that. Never been to a fish place. And she's gone with her friends and stuff before.
Okay, I was gonna say she's gone somewhere without you. Or?
Yeah, she's gone with her friends on girl weekends before. And I'm like, I don't know. She wants this clam chowder. So we went. She's like, "Oh, this is it." And I was like, "Okay." So we went there, and it was like, wasn't clam chowder. It was smoked salmon clam chowder. And I was like, "Oh, it sounds pretty good." So we got it. I was like, "It's mediocre at best." And she was like, "This isn't the place." And I was like, "Fuck." So that means tomorrow night, we're definitely going to try another fucking fish place.
Yep.
To get clam chowder.
So am I picking up that you don't really like fish?
No, I love fish.
Oh, okay.
But I was like,
You're not sounding excited about this prospect.
I wanted to go back to Seaside Brewery. So,
I see.
Yeah. And so then at lunchtime, the next day, we had spent, we got up, we walked around and everything, and went to lunch, and found another fish place, and it was the right place.
Okay,
and I will say that the clam chowder was super on par, amazing, delicious.
Cool.
Actually, no, wait, sorry. We went to a pizza place for lunch. Then we went back to the hotel. Son took a nap. Went back out. Hung on the beach for like 3.5 to 4 hours. We bought like a beach tent. So I set that up. Hung out there. Son loves the sand, so he's playing in the sand, eating the sand, picking up dog shit. It was awesome. And then we went back, changed, and went back down. Then we got the fish place. It was amazing clam chowder. I think it was called Dugan's, something like that. Duger's.
Okay.
And amazing clam chowder. Pretty good beer selection. And that brings us to Sunday morning waking up. We went back out, walked around for a little bit, sat on the beach for a little while, played in the sand, and then we headed back out. And I was like, well, we better grab lunch. And I was like, Seaside Brewery. Or like Pelican Brewery on our way out of town. Mm-hmm. And, but no, back to Duger's again for some more clam chowder.
Well, at least they had beer.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah. So I did that, and surprisingly, they had a lot more of the Silver Moon Brewing beers at the local grocery store there. So I picked up a 6-pack of the Silver Moon when we got there to put in the hotel fridge. And it was really fucking good.
Nice.
So I'm going to be on the lookout for some more Silver Moon brewing beer around here, hopefully. So
Silver Moon at the coast?
Yeah. Bend, right?
Yeah, that's not really the coast.
Not really the coast.
That's Central Oregon, dude.
That's Central Oregon.
That's as far from
the coast. But that's where I bought it. I thought you said this is already you bought it. Yes, I bought it at the coast.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyways, I came back Sunday night, and then Monday morning I woke up, went to work, and got a Facebook message around 6 o'clock at night that somebody's computer broke. Mm-hmm. So I ended up going over and spending till 10 o'clock at night at their house, realizing that wasn't going to work. So I ripped out the hard drive and brought it home and completely reformatted it. Brought it back last night, which would be Tuesday night. Got it set up, and I played with my tech talk. So we're not going to talk about what I did after that. But I should back up really quick. You were a super big help. We got to the coast. My wife was like, I want to read books on the patio every night. And I was like, fucking great. I don't have anything. So I messaged you. And I was like, dude, comics. I need them. How the fuck do I get comics? So you sent me over everything I need to get comics. And I read a couple comics this weekend.
That's great. What did you read and what did you think of it?
What was it called? Lock and Key. Mm-hmm. Confused as hell. Really beautiful art. I really like.
It's very confusing in the beginning. I think it becomes a little more clear as you go. Hopefully, at least did to me.
Okay.
So,
I'm like 1.5 through, and there's like 6 of them that I got.
so 2 things. It's written by Joe Hill, who is Stephen King's son.
Okay.
And second thing, it's going to be made into a TV series.
Okay. I hope they do a little bit better with the entrance into it because they'll lose a lot of people. You were like, no, it's really good. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep going. And it's cool, and the art's really good, and what's happening is really cool. I just don't understand the backstory of it at all whatsoever.
It doesn't give you any backstory. It
No.
starts you right in the middle of it.
Yeah, and like what's going on is super cool, very interesting, right up my alley. But like, I like to know a backstory, and I have nothing so far. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can keep pushing through. But you keep telling me it's good. And then I also read a one. It was something about sex and drugs or sex and murder.
Sex criminals?
Yeah, that one.
Did you read it?
I read it.
What do you think of the premise?
It fucking to rob banks. Yes.
I mean, what's not to like about that?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you could get me more of them, but I read the whole.
That's only you can. There are more of them out there, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, literally rob banks is what the premise of the first one is. And he sent me another one or hooked me up with another one, and I have not read it yet. So
Cool.
that's
Glad you
what,
checked out some comics finally.
yeah, so that's what I did this week. Very long intro. Do
Yeah.
you want to talk some news?
Let's do some news.
What do you got going on in the news this week, Tim?
Well, is your child's Fortnite skill level embarrassing?
Yes, he doesn't even play Fortnite.
Do other parents make fun of their win ratio? As reported by the Wall Street Journal, one parent was quoted as saying, "There's pressure not to just play it, to be really good at it." You can imagine what that was like for him at school. So, parents are paying real money so their kids are better at video games. The lesson prices vary, but $10 to $20 a lesson is definitely not unheard of. It goes up to like $50 a lesson. And there's services like Gamer Sensei and Bidvine, both offering coaches as well as just lots of individual coaches.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah. So, like, Fortnite is the new hotness at school. You got celebrities playing it. So, like, people, like, have, like, these
I want to be like my celebrity, man.
It's just so dumb. Like,
Instead of sitting here for hours and fucking playing.
People have always done this with sports for their kids. Like, my kid has to be the best. Like, putting all this pressure on them. It's fucking video games. Just play and have a good time.
I mean,
I don't know. That sort of pissed me off.
if you really want to find a way to ruin video games,
Have a tutor.
have a fucking tutor. Yeah. Like, I don't want to. Mom, I just want to play basketball. Jesus Christ.
Well, let's have a palate cleanser and have a more positive story. You get to read the next one.
I don't want to.
Too bad. You get to read the next one.
But, okay, fine. Hey, Q, this goes out to you, buddy. So, ex-NFL star Chad Johnson shows up at an Iowa teen's house after accepting a video game challenge over Twitter. So, Reese Skinner, a high school graduate, and I can't remember what out of Des Moines, Iowa, had a celebrity challenger roll up to his house when he threw down a challenge to play FIFA. 6-time NFL Pro Bowl wide receiver Chad Johnson had accepted the teen's gaming challenge. He came through as pretty awesome, Skinner said. Johnson, 40 years old, has also gone by Chad Ochinico, which is known to his daughter who has gone by Chad Ochinico, was in town while his daughter was in competition for a Junior Olympics. This gentleman has 766 career receptions and 11,059 receiving yards in 166 career games.
That'd be a pretty cool person to play FIFA with.
No shit. Skinner, on the other hand, is 18-year-old, hailing out of West Des Moines Valley graduate and a Northern Iowa University student. Johnson tweeted a picture of a gaming system set up all for FIFA plus an extra controller, and the NFL veteran saw it and asked him for his fucking address. So a few hours later, in a rental car nonetheless, he rolled up. Nate Dennis, Carter.
It's like when you're pinching yourself. Is this really happening?
Yeah, right. So Skinner and 5 of his best friends, Dennis, Carter, Tyler, and Charlie and Austin were all waiting as Johnson walked around. They said he spent 2 hours answering questions about his life, sports, video games, everything, playing ping pong with them, and of course, they threw down in FIFA.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that's another heartwarming thing he also says. He's actually pretty good. He gave me a really hard run, and he's just like another guy in our squad for the day. So that's pretty cool that, like, a celebrity, I mean, I would call him a celebrity to, you know, whatever team he played on, like the fans of that team.
Sure.
And he just like rolls up to his kid's house and is like, dude, let's fucking game.
Let's go.
And like, let's just fucking do this. So that's pretty cool.
All right.
So cute. Maybe you need to start throwing down the gauntlet to FIFA people.
So my last story is PlayStation Plus. It's a new month, and there's a game that should sound familiar to you. Mafia 3 is free this month for PlayStation Plus users. You get to play as Lincoln
I'm
Clay,
actually impressed.
a Vietnam vet who comes back home after years of combat, and his surrogate family is wiped out by the Italian mafia. He builds a new family and blazes a path of military-grade revenge to the mafioso responsible. There's also the 4v1 horror game Dead by Daylight, which ButtonSmashers.com has covered several ways. I think we had some streams and some articles about it.
Nice.
And the rest of the lineup is Bound by Flame for PS3, Serious Sam 3 BFE for PS3, Draw Slasher for Vita, and Space Hulk for Vita.
Is BFG just big fucking guns?
BFE.
Big fucking everybody.
I'm not sure what that E is for, honestly. I mean, I have to look that up.
Big fucking elephants.
Also, if you are a PSVR owner, you can get Here They Lie, which is a pretty cool little horror game that I already own, unfortunately. So that's the PS Plus free games this month.
Sweet.
So you ready to do some tech talk?
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm everywhere.
Alright guys, hailing in at this week's Tech Talk, the Lenovo Explorer headset. It's an alternate VR headset. Out with the old, in with the new. The kid that I fixed with his PC, I'm not really sure exactly what caused it, but when he hooked up this Lenovo, it destroyed his PC.
That's weird.
So I made sure that I installed and got everything up and running before I left, which meant I got to check out the Lenovo headset. Windows Mixed Reality enables you to transform your everyday laptop or PC into something more memorable and fun. Enjoy access to over 20,000 Microsoft apps, including the latest games, entertainment, and if you need to be productive, just tap the Microsoft Office suite and create your own virtual workspace. For a taste of Windows Mixed Reality, take a look at windows.com/mixed reality. So I will say the graphics on it are pretty fucking sweet.
Okay. So good resolution.
Good resolution. Did not make me motion sick. I probably stayed in it for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It didn't handle very well to his space doing the room VR, but I did convince him to do the sitting VR version of it, and it worked out pretty well. So we sat down in the office chair, and I can move around and everything, and it was pretty sweet. The tutorial is kind of cool, except for the awesome unlock at the very end of the tutorial. They're like, we will send you and transport you to a new amazing world. So I was like, all right, cool. So I did that, and it literally transported me into a Microsoft store, like a storefront, like literally, and it was surrounded by gorgeous scenery, like. But by like the Puget Sound on one side and fucking mountain range on the other.
That's funny.
And like a huge lake that you could like look at,
Hey,
but you couldn't
Puget Sound
fucking visit.
Puget Sound's a beautiful land.
Yeah, but you could not go to the water. You were stuck inside this fucking building and like on the like immediate outground of it.
Let me out of the Microsoft store.
But the cool thing about it is it had interactive shit that you could drop into the environment. So I dropped a fucking gecko riding a bicycle, and I scaled him up to giant, like, Godzilla size.
So in Redmond, Washington right now, they're like, oh my god, this gecko!
What the fuck?
It's gonna kill us
this
all!
bicycling gecko! And then they had another one that was like it was like a video interactive thing.
Okay.
And it was a picture frame and butterflies on it. And when you clicked on it, the butterflies would fly out of the photo and like fly all around you and stuff. So I scaled that motherfucker up, and it was giant fucking butterflies flying all the way around me. And I did a toaster popping up bread, and it would do a flip in the air and then go back into the toaster. So of course I scaled that son of a bitch all the way up too. So giant toaster. I don't know. It was pretty cool. It kind of makes me want to like get my Oculus back and possibly set it up for once.
Cool.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
So where would you rank it on what you've experienced in VR?
I would definitely say I didn't play a game in it, so I can't say for sure.
Just how it looked, I guess, is how you have to judge it then.
I would say it's a little bit better than yours.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
The PSVR is what he means.
Yeah, PSVR.
For those who don't remember what I had.
But again, I didn't play a game in it, so the only reason why I would rank it that is because I didn't get motion sick, but I was whipping my head around quite a bit. And moving and jumping and shit like that, and I didn't get motion sick, so
I don't know what's going on with the PSVR, but I get that too. I get like sweats.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the refresh rate or the resolution, but there's definitely something going on there.
And this didn't have it, and I can tell you right now, it was running at like bare minimum almost. It was running on a 1050.
Okay.
So, if it was running on a 1080, it might even better experience. So, it was nice, and I think it retails for. Let me look it up. I think it's $449.
I think we almost got to play around with this when we were at Pioneer Square at the Microsoft store. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I think
but
so.
We had to go rush off to something.
Yeah, we were going to record the podcast that did not get aired.
Yeah, the one that got away.
Yep.
Speaking of things getting away.
Beer?
Yeah, let's get away and get some beer.
All right, sounds good. We will be right back. And we are back. Tasty treats in hand. Second half of the treats coming from Everybody's Brewing. That means everybody who's fucking involved in this beer. It's a Guango Deep.
Guango Deep.
Tim,
Guango Balls Deep.
Tell us about it.
I don't have it in front of me. You read
Oh,
it.
god damn it. It's an IPA, Imperial Double. So a double IPA, 9.3 ABV, 30 IBUs. Tim made me a note here. Says it's a perfect blend of guava, mango, and fruity hop flavors. With that will tantalize the taste buds. It hits your tongue with waves of bittering ecstasy and finishes with a climax of fruity booze.
Yeah! Guango Balls Deep. All right. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Let's get Guango Balls Deep.
I'm not drinking it that way.
Don't worry, I already dipped my balls in it.
I watched you pour it. You did not.
You don't know what I did when you went to the restroom.
Anyway, it tastes good.
It tastes very good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's fruity, not salty.
Hey.
All right.
You ready to kick it?
Let's get away from this and kick it.
You know what's really funny is I gotta ask if we talked about anything besides beer when I was fixing the computer.
Really?
Yeah. She was like, so what you guys' podcast about besides beer? I was like, beer. Technology.
We used to talk
Video
about games
games?
until you quit playing them.
Yeah, well.
Well, I got something that's related to games.
All right, what do you got?
I'm actually heading over to Indiegogo for this one. So you got that loaded up?
Yeah, I do.
So this is the High Game PC. Like, before I built my PC, or more accurately, you helped me build my PC, I was really into the idea of a compact PC. And I looked at several cases, and it became apparent to me that it was really a hassle, especially when it came to graphics cards, to make a viable PC. I did like my Alienware Alpha. It did serve me for
it served you
probably
pretty
about
decently.
a year and a half, and my daughter is still using it as her PC now. It's perfectly capable of handling her schoolwork, and she plays a number of my indie titles on my Steam account with it. But this is a mini gaming PC called High Game PC, and I'm going to go ahead and let them talk about it now. From Shenzhen, China.
Of course it would be China.
Hi, this is the High Game Mini PC. Small, right?
It is
Well, never judge functions on appearances.
So this This thing is like the size
It
of
runs
like, I
AAA
don't know.
games smoothly and quickly.
What would you say?
Thanks to the
I don't know,
new
it's 6
8th
inches
gen
by 6
Intel
inches.
Core
It looks like a
i5 or
router
Core
more
i7
than a PC.
processor, the CPU clock speed reaches up to 4.1 gigahertz.
External hard drive, maybe?
The high game not only saves space,
Perhaps.
but also
It-
brings a stunning user experience for
It has a
gamers
dock
and
for an
creators.
external graphics card.
That's cool.
High Game is also a graphical workstation with big performance. Designers can use it to do complex work in apps like Cinema 4D. Even modeling and rendering of complex projects can be done simply. A variety of interfaces allow you to connect multiple devices, supporting up to 5 displays at the same time.
Jesus. I wonder if the
Meanwhile,
graphics can
Thunderbolt
handle
3
that.
interface can extend another external GPU and loads of other devices. You want to have the big performance in a small case? Give High Game a try. High Game Mini PC will make your work and
I mean, I'd
life
be
easier.
willing to give it a try if you're willing to send me one high game. Powered by Intel. I wonder if that's copyright.
So they have two versions, one with a Core i7 8th gen and one with a Core i5. It's got the H series CPU with AMD Radeon graphics in the same SoC. It's equipped with 8 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory and 256 gigabyte SSD storage, but you have room to expand that with the external ports. The high-performing Intel CPU already has Radeon RX Vega M graphics, plus a 4 gigabyte HBM2 graphics memory. So it can actually, it's VR ready. It has the specs to run VR out of the box, and it's upgradable. But you'd have to plug things into it because there's really no.
You'd have to
there's no more room in
plug
that.
in play.
Yes, you would. So if you want the i7 version, it's $10.99. I just lost my place. The i5, is that how you say it? Is Intel chip is $8.99 with 128 gigs. So you get 256 gigabytes of storage, and the i7 for $10.99, and then for $8.99 you drop half the storage and get an i5 processor. And those are the only two backing levels you have. It's on Indiegogo, which is a different system. It's a flexible goal, so that there's nothing, like you don't have to raise a certain amount. There's 12 days left to back it if you're interested. They currently are $375,000, which is 750% of their $50,000 flexible goal. So they're doing quite well. That's the High Game, and it's HI. There's no GH. High Game PC on Indiegogo.
Sweet.
What's your first? Kick it.
This one is inspired by you, Tim.
All right. Must be awesome then.
It's called Peace Island, an open-world adventure about cats on a remote Maine island and how they must band together after their humans disappeared. The beta is available.
Ooh, cool. It's kind of like that swear game, huh?
Yeah.
This looks a little more photorealistic so far.
It's supposed to be talking to us. Hold on.
Here we go.
It's supposed to be moving. Okay, here we go.
It's very
Peace
pretty.
Island is an open-world, story-driven adventure game set on a remote Maine island
It's very,
community.
very painterly.
The story is a mix of mystery, science fiction, and
Oh my God, you're
alternative
like staring at the
history,
cat's butthole
and
the
it
whole time
unfolds
now.
from the perspective of the 9 cats who
No.
call
Look
the
at
island
his
home
butt- his
when
tail
they wake
down.
up to
Oh, his
find their
butthole's
human
out.
companions have
Seriously,
all
you're looking at a
disappeared.
cat butthole.
It will
Like,
be
you
an
gotta-
interactive,
there's-
story-driven
first thing you need to
experience
do-
which will focus
It's
on
a story-driven
discovery and
game.
exploration
Okay.
rather than combat. Over the course of the game, the player
It's
will have
really
the
pretty.
opportunity to experience multiple divergent storylines as they approach the ultimate decision, which is whether or not the humans are worth bringing back. At the start of the game, the huge open world is fully accessible to you. At first, you might just want to relax in the sun and explore, which is fine. After all, there's a lot to see. The island features 4 distinct communities, woodlands, scenic coastlines, secluded farmlands,
Watch out for the
crumbling
fucking
World
bears.
War II
Yeah, no
ruins,
kidding.
and much, much more. There's even a local public radio station as well as a newspaper that served the island's 100 year-round residents, at least it did when they were still around. However, as you explore, it's wise to keep your stomach filled and tread carefully, because some of the other animals you meet on the island may not be as welcoming as you would like.
Keys.
You will have to gain their confidence to unlock new side quests and ensure safe passage through their lands. You will hunt, but mice will not be your main concern. An invasive species has recently invaded the island and it needs to be contained. And it also might
like
just be
alien
the key
tennis
to
balls.
everyone's survival. Over the course of the game, you will need to gain entrance to dozens of buildings. Some buildings are easier to get into than others, and some cats will have better luck. There are dozens of unique handcrafted interiors loaded with detail, side quests, and clues that might help you along the way. As you play, you will discover the secrets of the humans through the documents and artifacts they left behind. Peace Island will feature a unique alternate history timeline covering over 200 years. Created using the Unity game engine, Peace Island features realistic weather, day-night cycles, and dynamic interactive fauna, including deer, mice, flocks of birds, and even insects. Over the course of the game, the player will take control of each of the 9 cats who call Peace Island home. Each has their own unique
Only
personality,
9.
strengths, weaknesses,
9,000.
and their own role to play. All 9 cats must work together to secure a future for themselves and their world. Their journey will take them to the furthest reaches of the island as they work to ensure their own survival and decide the fate of humanity itself.
So it looks really
Peace
pretty.
Island has received attention from all over the web, television.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I
So
kind of
did you
assume
say there's a demo available?
there's
Or-
a demo available right now.
I think that'd be a really good way to check your interest on this project.
Very good.
It does look really good.
I was thinking either you or your daughter might really enjoy this for some fucked up
I
reason.
think my daughter would enjoy
17 days ago, guys.
Okay.
Looking for $7,000. Currently at $10,182. 250 backers. $1 gets you a daily screenshot and dev news.
Ooh.
$5 gets you the tenant, daily screenshots, and dev news. Gain access to Peace Island Alpha upon Kickstarter completion. Your name appears in the game credits. For $10, you get early access to Island Beta Demo, which is already, you can get it, so I don't get it. 25. You get postcards and a certificate guaranteeing you a free copy of the full version of Peace Island when released for $25. Granddaddy them all, $250. Omniseer. Get daily screenshots. Gain access to Peace Island Alpha upon Kickstarter completion. Your name appears in the game credits. Early access to Peace Island Beta Demo. 10 Peace Island postcards. A certificate guaranteeing you a free copy of the full version of Peace Island when released. Signed and numbered Cats of Peace Island print. Have your name added to the Founder's Rock and woven into the story of the game. A memorial in honor of you. Of your departed pet. Sorry. A memorial in honor of your departed pet will be added to the graveyard at the heart of the island. There are 11 backers at $250.
Dang. It's a pretty big pet cemetery they got going so far.
No shit. That's a lot of dead cats.
All right. My next Kickstarter is called Total Glue. Cures at the speed of light. Super glue is dead. Total Glue's light curing adhesive is 10 times faster, fills gaps, and makes clean and precise repairs. It does it all. Let's go ahead and let them talk about it.
Dun dun dun.
Teeth have a funny way of getting knocked out. When they do, you end up in the dentist's
That's a
office
copyright
with a funny
sound effect, you
smile
son
and
of a
a
bitch.
deflated ego. Well, lucky for you and me, dentists use the best tools to get you fixed up. One essential instrument all dentists rely on is a special kind of glue that uses UV light to dry quickly so that they can repair teeth.
Please don't touch that.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chris from FiberFix. We started FiberFix when we realized that you can take the technology used in medical casting tape and create the strongest repair tape on the planet. Well, we're back, and this time we've created a product that uses the same technology dentists rely on every day to solve all your frustrations with glue. Have you ever used a super glue that wasn't so super?
Yes.
It claims a 30-second cure time, but somehow 30 seconds becomes 30 minutes. The only time it cures fast is when you accidentally get it on your fingers.
No
or when
shit.
you accidentally leave the lid off. And somehow it gets on everything you don't want it to get on.
Oh no.
And if it's so super, why do you need epoxies and sealants and wood glue and metal glue and plastic glue and glue for every other material under the sun? Can you imagine if dentists used adhesives that had all the problems of super glue?
Alright, we're gonna clamp this here for 24 hours.
Is anyone there?
We knew there had to be a better way. Introducing Total Glue, the only glue you'll ever need.
Our friends at the dentist's office
create a glue that had the same strength as a high-quality super glue, but without all the annoying problems that make it the opposite of super. After years of research and refinement, we are the first to give you a light-curing glue that actually does it all. Others have tried to use the technology, but failed to create something that was easy to use and as strong as possible. With Total Glue, shining the light will seal the bond in just 5 seconds, making it over 10 times faster than super glue. It also gives you a clean, precise, mess-free bond that actually works on the surfaces you need it to.
Wood, metal, plastic.
Whether on small, precise areas or large industrial settings. Need to fill a gap? Total Glue does it. Seal a leak or crack? Yep, does that too. What about rebuilding a structure? Do you even need to ask?
What if you're trying to glue where the light don't shine?
Total Glue still works. It just takes a minute to cure without the light.
So as you can see, we call it Total Glue for a reason. It does it all. So stop wasting time with not-so-super glue and simplify your toolbox with Total Glue. Here at FiberFix, we are making a product so innovative and groundbreaking that we wanted to bring it directly to our fearless Kickstarter family, you. And we've shipped tens of thousands of our products to happy customers all over the world, so you know we're reliable.
The tape.
If you're tired of glue that doesn't make your life easier, back Total Glue on Kickstarter today. Oh, and remember to brush daily and floss often.
So the rest of the video is just them fixing tons of stuff. It's like literally 10 minutes long. You can move the music bed up a little bit though while I talk about it, because it's kind of cool. They were looking for $5,000 originally. They have 3,484 backers, and they are currently at $119,965. You got 7 days to go.
This is backed, by the way, from you.
Yeah, I backed it. It looks cool. I share the frustrations he enumerated in the first part of the video. Like, super glue sucks.
It does.
I bought a ton of like little tiny single use super glues.
It's
just
bullshit.
Because, well, once you open a super glue,
it's literally single use.
So I quit buying the big ones. I bought little tiny ones. And that sort of works. But even then, like, I'll be holding something together, and if it's not lined up perfectly, like,
you're fucked.
Yeah, it just comes apart again. So super glue sucks. So you can the backing levels. You get one sample unit for $10. You get 5 grams of glue, one applicator, a blue light flashlight, and a precision tip.
For how much?
$10.
Nice.
I went with the early bird glue starter kit, which is 3 times the glue. It's 15 tubes, I think. 3 applicators, blue light flashlights, and optional precision tips. $25 was 3 shipping.
Free shipping?
$3, so $28. That's the early bird.
I might have to buy that too.
There's 23,000 backers at that level, or 2,300. Sorry.
Available?
I'm not sure how many are available at that level. If
it doesn't say, it's unlimited.
Then I don't know why you'd go with the $30 not early bird, because it's the same thing, but it's $5 more.
Maybe they fucked up.
There's a family pack, $55, 6 units. I mean, it keeps going from there. At the top, you've got $230, the Total Glue Ultimate Value Kit, 30 units, so 30 times Total Glue, 150 grams of glue. You could probably put a car together without bolts with that. And you get a tool bag, because why not? There's 8 backers at that level.
How much?
It's 230.
That's not bad.
Actually, might not be a bad idea for your shop, but whatever. I'll have one you can try out later.
I might be buying it, so...
when it comes to the tape, they started producing it commercially after a while.
Nice.
That's a pretty cool video, too.
That's pretty cool.
If you want to go back in the stacks in the past for past Kickstarters. And this is as good a time as any to talk about my past Kickstarter that I got in the mail today.
All right. Let's talk about it.
I got, as you can see my shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, I see your shirt.
The Skyward.
Yeah.
I got the Skyward graphic novel. It's a compilation of the first, I believe, 9 issues that was written by a young man who died at 34 suddenly, and his wife wanted to, immortalize him by publishing his works in a large book, and she did that. And then a lot of his friends got together and made a 10th issue, sort of wrapping up a few loose ends, not entirely finishing the story, but bringing it to a better conclusion than when it just suddenly left off. It's a good rollicking adventure. I flipped through. The art's really good. The book's really well constructed. I'm very happy with it.
Nice. So, it looks really cool.
So I just wanted to, shout out the fact that one of my Kickstarters in the back did get, and I got a thank you note, and it's cool.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was stamped by her dog. Like, they dipped the dog's paw in paint or something, and she initialed it. And the front of the book, I didn't show you. There's actually a book plate. It has my name written on it already.
What?
Oh, it's right there if you can grab it. I don't know if you can get up really.
I can't get up.
We'll look at it later. I'll show you. So it's got a little book plate on the inside cover with my name already written on it. And it's spelled right and everything.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Shit, that's awesome.
What is your last kick it?
Sound.ai-2.
Is this a sound card?
I'm going to let them talk about it.
Okay. I'm going to drink some more beer.
Me too.
Are they going to talk about it? Are they going to talk about it in mute?
They're going to talk about it in... I faded this out.
Okay. Fade it back in.
Hi everybody, my name is Oskar Nyström. I'm the creative manager of the team behind Soundots. I'm joined today by Fredrik Gunnarsson, CEO and founder. We're about to roll a clip showcasing the Soundots AI2, the upgrade to this little thing called the AI1. We just wanted to talk briefly about the Soundots concept. So Fredrik, what's it all about?
What we have in front of us here is the first building block, you can say. It's like a portable Bluetooth speaker that you can connect to your Apple TV, your TV, even play vinyl through it. And performance is right there. Even if you just have one for your TV, you will have a huge upgrade for sound performance. The real magic is when you do the shaping and reshaping of your sound, which is basically happening when you put the units on top of each other. They
one
instantly
on top of
greet
the
each
other.
And
now there's 3 of them.
Oh my god,
what
that's like
happens then
3
is that
times the
they
sound.
Use all the surface to play
what if you
bass
put
notes
4?
and also louder sound.
He doesn't do that.
Yeah, and of course, you can put it like a full sound bar, like this, with 3 units.
Anyways, we also have the prototype actually for the Soundots AI2
What
right
if you
here.
put them on their
Yeah,
ends
so
like
the look and
Stonehenge?
feel of the product is pretty much the same.
I want a
and
Stonehenge
it
of
totally
these things.
interconnects with the current products. And that's the core idea with Soundots.
It can play with the
You could
AI1
build a
as well.
cube. Yes, and also with any future product that we are planning to get out there. Now we're going to show you
What
a
if I
clip
made
of
a wall of
our
these
Kickstarter movie.
and turned them on
And
when someone was sleeping?
we need your help
Here's the
to
Kickstarter,
make
you son of a
AI2 a
bitch.
reality. So please take a close look and support us. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Introducing Soundots AI2. With the same award-winning sound and basic functionality, the AI2 will be fully compatible with the AI1. That way, you're not replacing any of your AI1s if you have them. You're making an upgrade with our new improvements. The AI2 can of course also be the only product to use if you're just now taking the leap to Soundots.
They got these like
Soundot
awesome
AI2
connectors
will
like right
feature
next there.
2 USB-C
So they snap
connections
into each
for
other
more
almost?
efficient charging, Wi-Fi, and even wider range
gonna
of
build a
connectivity
wall.
with external devices. Fiber armed
Trump,
chassis
get on
for
this.
more increased
Trump, get on this. We
durability
can
and
build a wall of
sustainability.
music.
Or
Improved
Mexico could
horizontal
build
locking
a wall
mechanisms,
in our
a
direction
wider range of
and
We
play
can listen to music.
options,
They could play mariachi music at us
improved
nonstop.
touchpad.
Okay,
Now
I
placed
might
on
be
the top
pissed at
of the
them for
speaker
that.
For easier user interaction.
We deserve it.
Integrated Bluetooth
I
5.0
don't. I didn't do shit.
We don't live in
and finally,
California. We're
a
fine.
substantial update to the main
If they build a whole wall of these, we
4
might be able
times
to
the
hear them
power
from
of that
California.
in the AI1. Choose
Okay.
between 2 colors.
Hear me
our
out.
tried and tested industrial gray and the brand new
Pyramid.
matte black. Our journey
Omnidirectional.
continues, and we need
Pyramid.
your help to
Pyramid.
do the best
Of audio.
Yes.
Please join us in
Fucking
innovating
Egyptians, you had nothing on this
evolution of
shit.
Sound.
So I don't know. It seems kind of cool. Like
How much is one of these bad boys? That will determine how big of a wall I can build.
so, 48 hours ago. So you better get on this shit.
Okay.
Looking for $20,000.
Okay.
Currently at 45,461. 115 backers.
Oh, that's not good.
Unless they invested themselves.
Well, I mean, that's not good that they have that much money with only 150 backers. That tells me that this shit is expensive.
$159 for
Ugh.
one
How about
AI2.
What if I need to build a wall and I need like 200 of these? Is there a level for that?
Okay. We're going to go to the very granddaddy of them all.
I need a 10-foot wall.
30 sound
No,
dots.
That's not enough. I need
$7,500.
How many of those are available?
1.
Shit, I need way more than that. If I'm going to build a wall, I need like thousands of these fucking things. Damn it.
You can't afford it, Tim. We can mortgage my house, your house, and all of our family's houses.
No, I got Republicans in Congress that will totally fund this shit.
No.
Yes, they will. They back the F-3. What the hell is it?
I don't
It's a
fucking
plane
know.
that barely flies, but they fund it. It's a piece of shit. I'll show you later.
Okay.
But
But the Sound Dot's fucking expensive. But the one thing I will say is this is cheaper than the one that I bought.
Oh, really? What did you buy?
The one I talked about in Tech Talk last week.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a traditional Bluetooth speaker.
Yes.
But it's also...
But I also got it on Amazon Prime Day for $50.
But it's big. It's a different application. This is like something you put more in your living room. What you have is something you take to the beach with you.
Yeah.
Did you take it to the beach with you? You were afraid of the sand, weren't
scared,
you?
Yeah.
Lame.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, anyways, you want to talk about some games?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't play any, so what did you play? Well, actually, I did play one.
What's that?
I played Dog Shit Dodger 2K18.
Who's throwing dog shit at you?
Dude, Seaside was filled with dog shit. I've never seen it this bad in my entire life. It was terrible and fucking disgusting. There was no way that you could either A, not get the stroller and dog shit, even if you're watching, or the trailer that we were pulling, or our fucking shoes.
Gross.
There was dog shit everywhere on the fucking streets, sidewalks, all over the fucking beach. It was terrible.
Let's change the name from Seaside to Shitside.
Yeah, Shitside. There we go.
So I played some more No Man's Sky, and I still think that's beautiful, and I like walking around, but I don't like the survival elements. I don't like the crafting elements. I don't like running out of air and running out of my hazard suit and having to go back and recharge and mine minerals and make shit. Like, I don't like the whole Minecraft element of it. Like, I just want to fly around with a spaceship and like talk to aliens and stuff.
You're not having fun?
No, I'm not. The gameplay loop is not grabbing me. Like, the graphics and the exploration part of it I like, but I don't like the minute to minute what you're supposed to be doing. It's just not. It's not getting me. But I didn't.
Did you get off the toxic island?
No.
Or the planet? You didn't?
Not yet. I'm missing one piece. I need a hermetic seal.
You better fucking hurry up and figure this out.
I need a hermetic seal. I want to get off the planet. I want to do some space flight before I, turn this game over. I've also been playing some Darksiders 2, the Definitive Edition, which is a stupid fucking name, but it's the HD version. I tried to get into this game back when I had it on Wii U, and that's the problem. That's why I didn't play it. I loved the first Darksiders. It was like a mashup of Legend of Zelda and God of War. There's definitely still some of that here. This game, I really benefited by reading the novel that's in between the two stories. Because I know who all these characters are. I know who the Charred Council is. I know why it's important. All this stuff. And I like the epic storytelling of it. It's a very linear game. After just coming out of God of War, where you can kind of go where you wanted to, it's very comparable as far as its combat and a lot of its themes. But whereas God of War was kind of like, okay, here's this big world. You can sort of do what you want. These are the things you need to do eventually. This is more like, okay, this is what we got to do. This is the path you're going to take. It's very much more narrative-driven, linear. It also has an aesthetic of like late 90s like Image comics, like where the characters are just like big and over.
Does it have sex?
Not yet.
Drugs?
Potions.
Okay, that's drugs.
There's a big booby Viking seer character.
Okay.
You might like her.
I mean, maybe.
Anyway, I'm enjoying it a lot more. I really wish I hadn't played it the first time on Wii U. Just playing it on that tablet fucking thing.
You're doing this because of an article on our website, aren't you?
Q wants to review Darksiders 2 because 3 is coming out pretty soon, this fall. And like I said, I really liked the first game. I didn't complete the second game because of the poor choice in systems I picked it on. Yeah, the precursor to the Switch. Like, you could see now what they were trying to do. Now that the Switch is out there, you could sort of see what they were thinking. It's like this weird...
It was like, okay, I'm not making excuses for Nintendo, but the CEO of Nintendo at that point had fucking cancer. He was dealing with some shit. He couldn't fucking be as involved as he normally was with the rest of the consoles he made.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It just didn't come together. It was like the weird evolutionary step that there's not a lot of record of because it died out so quickly.
Well, that's like a lot of Nintendo products. There was...
No, not really. Like, there's big jumps. You look from NES to Super NES.
No, I'm talking about handheld stuff, though.
Jump. Oh, handhelds, yes.
They've had huge jumps. So
but the thing with handhelds is, like, most of them work well. Like, I can think of a couple. Usually the first one kind of sucks.
The Game Boy XL was stupid.
Game Boy XL?
It was literally the black and white. Came out like 6 months before the Game Boy Color.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, see?
Well, that's more like that's not an evolutionary step. That's like a
guess.
genetic misfire.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because like the Wii U is going from one thing to another.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because it went from the Wii
mid-step.
to the Wii U.
The XL would be more like an experiment, like the Virtual
That's
Boy.
true.
Like we tried this shit and holy crap, it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
it's bad.
Darksiders 2, I'm into it. It's fun. I need just time to play it. I need time to play games. I need I don't know.
Dude, you have more days off than I do.
I do, but
What the fuck?
I don't know.
You don't mow your yard every 2 days?
No, because it's full of cherry pits. We're gonna kill our tree, by the way.
Can I help?
No, we're gonna get a professional. I don't need you losing any more limbs.
I won't lose anymore. Fuck you.
Well, you can't even. Okay, we could probably cut it down.
Yep.
It'd be scary, and I'd worry about my house. The part that I want.
Why? You climb the fuck up there, strap yourself.
Whatever.
Cut off a foot and a half.
The part I need a professional for is grinding the stump.
Yes, you do.
So that's the part I'm.
Actually, no, you don't.
Do you have the equipment?
Yes, we could get it.
Whatever.
I would have fun doing this.
God
damn it, Tim!
You give me shit for not playing enough video games, but you have fun doing all this weird yard work. It's like
I want to grind a stump, son of a bitch.
Well, I do have another smaller tree.
Okay, but
maybe grind that one.
But yeah, do you really? Okay, grinding a stump is a real pain in the ass.
Then why do you want to do it?
No. I mean, like getting the grass like good to go again.
Well, I know I'm gonna have to after I do this, like rototill it, get new soil in.
Yep.
I'm fine.
Yeah, let's do that.
That actually, I would love your help with that.
Let's
part.
do this.
That part I would love your help.
Let's
with.
let's just redo the whole front lawn.
I care more about the front lawn than the back lawn. Back lawn looks okay.
It's not bad.
That's fine.
It was long last time I was there, but you were also like in the process of mowing it, so
it's time again.
And literally, weed and feed would probably fix your backyard.
I think it would. My backyard is much healthier than my front yard.
Yeah.
My front yard is literally more
dead because of the fucking tree.
There's so many cherry pits per square inch. It's
and
insane.
not only that, it's just fucking covered by shade all the time.
I should almost take an Instagram picture of the fucking cherry pits on my lawn.
Probably should.
It's insane. I've never seen a tree that produces so much. But the problem is the cherries are so small, it's not worth eating because they're barely larger than the pit. And we've talked about my stupid cherry tree longer than I talked about Deathsiders 2, and that makes me sad.
I mean, it's the only thing I can find time to do, damn it.
All right, let's talk about other games that are coming out that we'll never play.
All right, 1979 Revolution Black Friday PS4.
I played that game. Holy crap.
No, you didn't.
Not on PS4.
What?
I played that game from front to finish.
1979? You played 19...
Yes.
What?
I played that game.
When?
Last year.
What the fuck is this game?
It's a story of Iran back in the revolution. You're like...
Okay.
There's torture.
That's cool as fucking shit.
All right, what's next?
8 to Glory, the official game of PBR.
Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Yeah, what the why is there Pabst?
I don't know. Okay. It reminds me I need to drink my beer.
PS4, Xbox One. Anamorphine?
I need morphine.
Anamorphine, PS4. Castaway Paradise, PS4, Xbox One. Chasm, PS4, Vita. Coda of Princess X, Switch. Forsaken Remastered, PC, Xbox One. Maximum Football 2K18, PS4, Xbox One. Pixel Ripped 1989,
I think this
VR,
is a Kickstarter.
PS4. Okay. You played this.
No, I think it was a Kickstarter we talked about a long time ago. Like, we have talked about this game.
We have talked about this game. I thought you played it at PAX.
I don't think... No, I haven't played it.
Okay. The Wardrobe, PS4. Titan Quest, Switch. Toho? Toho? Is it Toho?
I don't know, but I like it.
Okay. Toyu, Hoyu, Sky Arena, Matsuri Climax, PS4. Fucking like a jizz game. One More Dungeon, Xbox One. Road to Valhalla.
It's a tiny build game.
No, wasn't that Road to Valhalla?
No, it's Ballhalla. You bounce a ball around. It's a pun.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's tiny build.
PS4, nice. Xbox One. I love tiny build, but don't make puns.
Okay.
State of Anarchy, Master of Mayhem, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, Yakuza 0, PC. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck balls. 1979 Revolution, Black Friday, Switch, Armored Warfare, Xbox One, Crush Your Enemies, Switch, Cycle 28, Switch, Ikimu, That's what I'm going to say. Ikemu. Splinters of the Dark Shard Switch. Flat Heroes Switch. Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2. Switch. What the fuck?
No. That's just... Okay. Iconoclasts.
Yeah, whatever. Switch. Johnny's Turbo Arcade Shootout Switch. Kenshu Switch. Not a Hero Super Snazzy Edition Nintendo Switch.
It is literally called Super Snazzy Edition.
It is. Picross S2 Switch.
That will excite a lot of people. Some people are really into Picross.
I've heard a lot about that. Road to Valhalla Switch. Salt and Sanctuary Switch. This is the Police 2. Open the fucking door, PC. God damn it. 1979 Revolution Black Friday. Xbox One. Dolings?
Yeah.
Xbox One. Jump Gunners Xbox One. Super Dungeon Tactics Xbox One. The Inner World Nintendo Switch. Warrior... Or not Warrior.
No, Warrior?
Yeah, WarioWare
Did you
Gold.
not play any of the WarioWare games?
I did, but I wasn't reading ahead. So
Holy crap.
I was going to say
I
Warrior.
want to check this one out because I love WarioWare. So
it's for the 3DS. Fuck that.
I've got you. We both have 3DSs.
I don't buy shit on the 3DS.
WarioWare is classic.
Fuck that.
There needs to be a WarioWare Switch game.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'll check it out. Zazmo Arcade Pack Xbox One. And the final fucking game, Loot Monkey Bling Palace.
That sounds like a winner.
Nintendo goddamn Switch. So until next week, guys, don't forget to check us out at Facebook.com/Plug and Play Show, Twitter and Instagram at Plug and Play Cast, YouTube.com/Plug and Play Gamer, TheButtonSmashers.com, PlugandPlayGamer.com, and don't forget to Prime and Shine.
Fuck my cherry tree.